We're not using it today, so put it.
Oh, so we're not trying to use
Put it away in the stop. Sorry that he had to. Sorry that
Here.
you
Say.
It's already live.
Are you doing the live stream so you can get friends?
No.
Because you do know that was the case, it wouldn't work, right? You wouldn't be able to edit out the parts where you mess up and act like an idiot.
That's rude. 1, 2, I don't give a fuck. 3. Yeah, I'm just doing it for fun. Why do I want to?
Just roast me. Try and roast me.
He needs one.
2 of you.
Actually, 3 because he
Even serious. Why do I want to do that?
prove that you can roast me.
Yeah.
Like, how would I want to do that?
All right, so guys, you're gonna work with your partner. So, what is it?
Paper.
It's a ridge. It's a ridge. It's a ridge.
Touch.
It's 2 continents spreading away from each other.
Or like.
Stop her. It's rude that you can roast me.
I don't want to.
So you can't roast me?
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel like roasting you. It would be too much waste of time.
Roast me.
No, you're a waste of time.
Oh, what a roast.
It's not supposed to be a roast.
All right, so let me explain what we're doing here. So what you see in front of you is a little paper. It says Mid-Atlantic Ridge. If you're unfamiliar with the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, let me go ahead and show you kind of what it is here. All right, so let's take a look. It is. Here it is. All right, there's our game. Try to recognize it.
Who's not this game? Thank you for calling me crazy.
All right.
I take that as a compliment. Oh, cool. That's
So you
good.
look
I don't have that much humans, actually.
at the Atlantic Ocean without the cover on it. Okay, without
I have no humanity.
without the blocking of seeing the ocean floor through the water. You will notice that if we zoom in, what you will notice is running through the middle of the Atlantic Ocean is a crack. Okay? Now this crack is the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. And the reason they call it a ridge is because if we zoom further into it, you will notice it starts to become elevated like a mountain, like a ridge. Okay? And the reason for this is because what we have is we have one side moving this way, and the other side of that ridge is moving this way. In other words, it's a divergent boundary. You guys kind of looked at a little bit yesterday. You didn't really memorize it, but a divergent boundary are those boundaries in which they go in opposite directions and open up everything to the mantle below. Now, they move super slow. We know that. The speed of fingernail growth. So it's not a fast, all of a sudden they're exposed to the mantle at one time. It's very slow. And then when the mantle is exposed enough, it'll come up through the middle and harden. Okay? And then when it hardens, it forms brand new crust. This is called seafloor spreading. So let's back up here. And if I back up out of this and I take this way north, I follow the Mid-Atlantic Ridge way north, what you will notice is there's an island
going through it.
that it runs through. It's Iceland. And the thing about Iceland is this. It's literally the top of the mid-Atlantic ridge. What has happened is that ridge separates the lava and magma has come up, built up, and up into the point where it's literally above the water now. And in this particular spot is more active than the rest, meaning that more lava has come up. And then therefore, Henry, why don't you move over here? So we're going to separate you guys today. You guys can't handle it. Next time I need to talk to you guys, I'm going to give you a charge. Okay. Okay. So here is the top of this.
Why did they call it Iceland?
Why do they call it Iceland?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what they call it.
Because it's
No.
icy.
Iceland is surprisingly warm.
That's right.
No, it's not.
That's right. It was to keep Vikings away, and what they did was people lived here. And apparently, they named it Iceland to confuse the Vikings, so they wouldn't get attacked. So they thought people lived in Iceland. They immediately thought the name. They thought the island covered with ice was Iceland. When in fact, this is Greenland and this is Iceland.
Where's the North Pole?
Now here's
Why
the
they call
thing.
that one Greenland?
Now here's the thing about Iceland. The reason it's green is because it's sitting on top of lava. You think about it, this mid-Atlantic ridge is where this lava comes up. A lot of it comes up there. So basically what you're looking at here is an area of land that is heated from underneath. And if you look at some of the pools and stuff like that in Greenland, these things are warm. It's like going into warm bath water because they're heated by a stove underneath, hot molten.
That should be a hot spring.
Okay? So there's tons of hot springs all over Greenland. And as you notice, the majority of Greenland is actually, Iceland is actually green. Because
They should switch the names now.
No. That
Okay.
would be way
So-
too easy.
That is what we're going to simulate today, is the mid-Atlantic ridge. All right? And obviously, if new crust is formed where these things separate, okay? If new crust is formed in the middle there, and these plates are moving this way, where would we find the oldest crust?
No.
On the sides.
On the sides, okay? So the crust is moving out this way. So where you would find your oldest crust is towards the continents. And honestly, this is where the crust hits the continents. Oceanic crust is more dense than continental crust, so it'll do what? It'll go below. So it goes up and out, forms, comes, and then sinks back into the mantle. So it's a constant process of being melted, okay?
That
into
just
the
answered.
mantle and coming to the surface.
That just really just answered my question because I was about to come say then why isn't the like the crust expanding more? But when you said it's going back to the mantle, I'm like, never mind.
It keeps getting recycled. So that's why, yeah. So, all right, so here's the deal, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna give this a go and see how it works. So you're working as a team here. First things first, you need to go ahead and do this. You need to look up here. All right. So you need to take this page, and you could rip apart the pages. They don't need to be together anymore. And you are going to cut a slit, the length of each rectangle. And do me a favor, you're not cutting outside the rectangle, you're cutting a slit, the length of each rectangle inside the rectangle.
And this is just like so.
Okay?
So I just throw this in the trash.
No.
You want it?
Alcohol, yeah.
You want it?
Or fold
Like
it.
sheet of paper.
All right? All right, scissors are up here.
And go like that.
Oh, And while that person's working on that,
First,
the other
you take a
person's gonna be
selfie.
working on cutting out all four of these huge rectangles. All right, off you go.
We'll take selfies.
Come on. Yay!
I can cut out the
Don't get
rectangle.
this.
I can cut out the rectangle.
Evan.
You are?
Yeah.
I think your video is great.
Jordan, Landon, you stop.
Oh, really?
Are you still live streaming?
Yeah.
Abby, I ain't get this too.
Prove it.
Now you believe me? I'm live.
It's lagging behind.
I know.
Yep, right now. You're talking in there. Yep, there you are.
So we're gonna be rude. Should we cut these individually?
No, it's got the whole thing, the whole rectangle.
No, look at it.
Yeah. So, yeah. just like that.
If you don't leave, he's probably
Watch
gonna
for a minute. Just watch.
think that we're watching something. I don't want to do.
Let's get
Don't cut off that little bottom.
I know it's lagging behind. It always does that.
Jack.
Let me take a selfie.
No. Inspirational. Definitely
you are fighting some insane, my friend.
Cut it out. Yes.
Just stop broadcasting. Going on long enough. A day in the boring life. It's a day in the life of
Don't do that.
It's a day in the boring life of Mr. Stop, you got it. It hurts my ears. You're trying to make me go back. I'm not to go back. If you make me go back, I'm going to press charges. I will press charges. Tip like this.
Now, guys, what you have them cut out, you're gonna tape them like this. The light blue is tape. That light blue rectangle is the tape. So there's tape up here.
Tape for everyone.
Dude, I ate my granola bar.
As the
No, you didn't cut the whole thing. I think you just put a line in it, not the whole thing.
You stop.
Abby, I
Two as mutual contact. You speak Spanish, Mustafa? Okay, then it's time for me to say that two as mutual contact. Say two as mutual contact. Two as mutual contact. Means you're really cool.
No, just two.
See, I used to say that.
Okay. This is the demonstration. Mustafa, say,
Really cute line.
what is it?
I'm not saying you are too messy.
You say, aren't you the cool by saying,
No.
no, soy mucho tonto.
Soy mucho tonto.
Say it to the live stream, dude.
Soy mucho tonto.
Now look up what that means, guys. It means he's really cool. Now you should stop.
Why do you always bump into me during this?
It's usually posted on YouTube right now. Posted.
It is posted.
Fine.
Literally
Stop
live.
podcasting. You'll get in trouble.
I'm about to, so.
Stop the broadcast.
She's right there. I can't. I'll do it. Dude,
That's a mistake.
Alright. Well, obviously, you know.
Remember, guys, Mustafa es mucho tonto. Mucho tonto. Mucho tonto.